Can I get a Hoya? I'm gonna need some Hoyas today because this one's going to either go really, really good or really, really bad. I have a sense of where it's gonna go. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Yes. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Shout out to all the Patreon members who are always supporting the channel. You guys are the absolute best. We have one new patron. Everyone welcome him into the family. Chris James, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Now let's not waste too much time because this one's going to be a long one. We are going to Pocono again, which is one of my favorite tracks. I just had one of the worst races ever because I think I was too excited or something. And so it was just I made a mess of it. Essentially, that's what happened. And the field will actually be inverted, I think. So I don't know where we will be starting, but I'm pretty sure there's top 20 inversions for the Pocono, the second Pocono race. But we're going to be doing a 25% race. Now, you know how rare this is. I have not done a 25% race on this game in a very long time because it doesn't usually work. But with Pocono, I have a very solid feeling that, you know, if we run this race as it should go, then they should all pit. I'll have to pit, and we'll see what happens. However, one thing I can't do, I'll admit I've thought about this. I thought about taking NASCAR rules off because if a caution comes out, that's where this is going to get really screwy. And I thought about it, but I was like, man, but if I do wreck, I need the caution. So I was like, damn, I don't know what to do. But we're going to leave it on, and I just got to be smart and be patient and careful and run the race. It's going to be a long one. 25%. I think the first race was like, what, 20 laps? And so this one's going to be definitely a good amount longer. And so we'll see how it goes. I think, you know, one mistake this game has is that if a 10% race was 20 laps at Pocono, I don't think they have it set to where, I mean, 350 miles at Pocono is not, you know, I think they still have it set to 500 miles in the race distance. I'm not entirely sure, but let's get into it. In the standings, we have 7 wins. William Byron has 3. Denny Hamlin has 2. And then there's a bunch of other drivers with 1. But let's not waste any more time. No qualifying, no practice. Let's go to the race. And again, just be patient. I don't really have to do much here. It's going to be a pack for a pretty long time. And we'll see how this race goes.
Welcome back to Race 2 of the Pocono doubleheader here at the Tricky Triangle. I'm Alex Hayden, bringing you all of the action from today's race. This racetrack has 3 unique turns modeled after turns from some of the most iconic racetracks in America. We had plenty of action in yesterday's race, and we're expecting to see more of the same intensity today. Let's head trackside to catch up with the drivers making their final preparations and get ready to hear the command.
Looks like we're starting in the middle of the pack. I mean, probably, no. We're going to be starting like 15th, I think. I don't want to look at the lineup. I just want to get right into it. 22nd. Okay. I should have just stuck with my first opinion of middle of the pack. All right, so how long is this race? 35 laps. That's not as long as I thought. I thought it would be like 40 or, you know, so I don't know why I thought that, but I think everyone tells us to pit. I'm pretty sure you can't run 35 laps on 1 tank of fuel, so I think this is still going to be the same scenario as I envisioned, but we'll see how this goes. I think there's some fast guys towards the back. I mean, William Byron's back there. Can't really see who else is back there, but let's just be patient, get the first, you know, cut this race into segments. Let's get the first 10 laps kind of out of the way. Not really try to make many moves, just stay in the pack, save the right rear tire, because that's something I really have to do, and we'll see how it goes. I don't really want to be making moves right now. I'm just going to try to go too wide right here. We're not going to push it any farther. Let's let Bowman fall in. Just stay in line. We're fine. I don't want to fall behind Gralla, but it looks like we're going to have to. Just gotta be patient. Don't go 3 wide. Don't make any stupid mistakes. 3 and 4 is, or not 3 and 4. Every time we race at Pocono, I always say 3 and 4. Turn 3 is a little bit sketchy just because of the middle exit. Your car could get a little bit loose, but as long as we fall in line right here, that's the most important thing we gotta do. We actually have Ryan Blaney helping us from behind. That actually gives us a little bit of a tow. Poor Alex Bowman. This is what happens when you don't fall in line. See you later, buddy. I wish you the best. All right, into turn 1. We don't really enter this very well, so just gotta be careful. They check up in the middle, though, and we can just kind of carry around the outside. Again, use that momentum, stay on the outside. Okay, hold on, never mind. That did not go how I thought it would go. Or maybe it is. Look at the momentum. There we go. Use that outside line. Just through the tunnel turn. Did not think we'd be 3 wide. I did not think we'd be 3 wide. Oh, my God. All right, luckily, I have plenty of room to work with. They don't crowd me at all. Thank you, AI, for being competent. Okay, but now we got to make sure we don't lose all this time here. I could probably let Blaney come up. I'm getting a little bit tight. Oh, wait, hold on. 1 second. My dog wants to come into my room. I close my door when I'm recording, so hold on. I think the weather got bad. You know, he gets scared, and he sits right next to me. Yeah, when the weather gets bad, he goes to his protective spot, which is literally right behind me. So that's where little baby Sky is. Okay, back to the race. Let's go. On the outside of the tunnel turn, it's just so sketchy. Oh God, Bowman! Thank you for not hitting me. That was bad. All right, we're actually losing the front pack though, so we need everyone to stay in a line, and hopefully are able to catch back up. Why am I near the grass? Oh boy, loose. And I needed to get a good run off that corner. Damn it. All right, so now what do we do? Because now, oh boy, I knew this would happen. Damn it. Okay. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I'm just getting looser and looser. That's. All right. Got to not make mistakes. I completely lost the front pack. And we go. Mulligan. I'm taking my mulligan. No one question it. Look at that chaos. Oh my God. Someone was on the apron entering turn 1. That's going to check them up. I got to be a little bit more aggressive on the first few laps, just so I can maintain my position. And so I think I was being too conservative on the first run. I just think I was. I was being like, don't wreck. For the first few laps, let's be aggressive. Use that tunnel turn, which we're really good in. Just don't slide the car. I'm going to have to use up Logano a little bit. I was already walking up the track. And just try to stay in this front pack. So that's all we got to do. I'm just keeping an eye on what's going on because we want to get to the outside. Oh, my God. Oh. Okay. There's not really anything I can... That's not my fault. I hope we all come to a consensus agreement that I make a lot of mistakes on this game. And then the game screws me a lot, too. But that... I had nothing to do with that. Okay, it's not my decision for Kyle Busch to drive onto the grass and then, spin out and everything, and I got nowhere to go, okay? At that point, you kind of just got to look at the God and be like, well, I don't want you to have a good time today, so I'm going to make him spin out right in front of you. Oh, look at that checkup. Well, I'm not going to be able to get a better start than that. That's the best start I can get. We've already up in the top 15, and I should be able to get to the bottom. Actually, no, I'm just going to stay up here. Heck with it. Yeah, we're not going to try to make any advancements in the tunnel turn. Just stay up here. And actually, I knew that was risky, but I was hoping I'd be able to get clear. We got clear. Okay. Now, if I could just sit here for the next 15 laps, that's exactly what I want to do. I'm going to avoid the bottom in 3 this time. I don't know what's going to happen. Just gonna get you. Don't hit me, please. That's all I ask. Stay in line. And that is the best start we could possibly get. No matter how many more times I restart, I'm not going to get a better start than that. And it looks like we might be able to get 2 more cars here. Because here come, I think that's McDowell and Kyle Busch. And I'm going to peek my way around the outside. Oh, we're 3 wide. Give everyone room. I'm fine with giving people room as long as I get back in the draft, which we do. All right. Now let's just not wreck. Oh, boy. Larson, don't spin out in front of me. Please. That's all I ask. That checked me up big time, but hopefully, yeah, we're going to have enough straight line speed. I'm kind of just sitting. We're now in 15th place, and I'm not really trying to make any passes right now, because I want this field to spread out a little bit, and I know that we're in the front pack, so I'm being very cautious now. Just making sure we give the bottom lane open in case someone wants to dive bomb me, and then just make sure we're in the outside lane on the exit of each corner, and that's currently working at the moment, so we're going to go 3 wide top, which is fine, because those 2 guys below me should get caught there, and now we could just keep going on the high side. Go Truex. Sorry, Truex didn't want to go. I think I got too close to him. That's probably why. Now we'll just go nice and easy in the tunnel turn. And essentially doing this, I'm not pushing the car that hard, and I'm saving the right rear tire a little bit. So that's the whole plan, is to not get, the car to be getting loose and stuff. So through 3, I'm going to be very careful here. I'm barely on the throttle. Barely on the throttle. Got a ton of time to work with. This is the best start so far. Now we're coming to lap 6. If I could, but the field isn't spreading out. That's the one thing that worries me. And my spotter, every single lap, is saying I have to pit in a few laps, which is just very annoying. Ooh, I don't want to be in the bottom entering 1. Got to be. Oh no!
Middle of 3. Middle of 3. 2 inside.
All right, that was really lucky there because we got squeezed there. That was about to be really bad, and I don't want to go 4 wide. I'm actually trying to fall behind Suarez. Okay, so. Note to self, let's not go on the bottom in turn 1 because that is dangerous, and we just got all those guys back by just running on the top. Maintain through the tunnel turn. Car's a little bit sideways there. See, that's what we got to be careful of. Don't let this car get sideways. We've made it 10 laps, guys, and we're about to crack top 10. And so far, I've gotten the hang of it. I haven't really done anything stupid, and we're being very careful and conservative and staying in this front pack, giving a lot of guys room, and not letting this car get loose. I'm very comfortable right now. So now it's just kind of a waiting game. Now I don't really know when we're going to pit. I don't really know how long this is going to go. I would love to get into the lead because, I mean, that clean air would be massive. We're doing this all in a bunch of dirty air. See, that the dirty air just took effect right there off of exit 3, and we fall backwards again, but I'm not too disheartened about that. We should be able to get those spots back. Oh, they're about to check up bad in turn 1. I think they are. Hold on. Let's see what happens here in 1. And there's the checkup. I just need to be able to take advantage of that without getting the car loose. If I can get to the outside of Kurt Busch. I got him. There we go. All right. And that should get us right back. That's not Kurt Busch. That's Josh Berry. I'm sorry. Kurt Busch retired. That is Josh Berry. Okay. I've not run the bottom in the tunnel turn in a while. Let me see what it's like. Be very, very careful. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just a little bit loose. So I'm not running the bottom in 3. I'm not doing that. 3 wide for the lead or something? I don't know. Whoa, what are they going to do in turn 1 this time? Okay. Whoa. There's people going on the apron here. I'm going to go all the way up here. Just going to avoid all that nonsense. They're doing some crazy stuff right now in a turn 1. It's lap 14 of 35. This is one long race. But again, they're going to go 3 wide in the tunnel turn too. Okay, this is going to... The next lap is going to be very interesting to see what happens, and I just got to be very careful to avoid this conflict. Get to that outside of Bowman. There we go. And then hopefully get to the outside of Almirola and stay on the outside. And no, it looks like they've calmed down now. Like a little bit. I just got to maintain. I'm getting tight. Now I'm getting loose. Now I'm getting back tight. Okay, that was a good corner. That was good. Okay, can I stay on the outside of Almirola? I think I am. Get that draft of Larson, and we keep just fighting around 12th, get to 11th, drop back to 15. It's kind of the norm right now. Don't let that front pack pull away, though. Do not let that front pack pull away. There we go. Come right back to me. Uh-oh. That front pack is in a line. LaJoy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why did you pull off? I was trying to help you, because that front pack, for some reason, has now gotten in the line, and they're pulling away. But I do have clean air. This is the first time all race I have had clean air. Can I make up the time, even without the pull of the draft? I need help. I'm going to need Bowman to push. This is a very crucial part of the race. And now I really got to push the car, too. I'm actually more worried about that. How much can I push this car on 16-lap old tires? That actually was a really good corner, to be fair, but I didn't make up any time. I'm still 1.2 behind. I'm not getting any help from behind either. So what can I do in 3? I gotta be aggressive. I have that clean air. I just can't spin the car. Partial throttle. I'm gonna need help down the straights. That's the only way I'm catching those guys. Ooh, that was a really good turn 3, and I'm still over a second behind. And wow, look at the time. All right, so we were 1.1 coming out of turn 4. Look at the top left. 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. I lose half a second down the straights by not being in the draft. That's just brutal. I'm going to need them to check up or something. I'm going to keep pushing this car as hard as I can. This is going to be risky off of turn 1. Completely sideways. Still a second and a half behind. And we're in no man's land. All right, so let's just keep it as close as possible. Through the tunnel turn, 1.7 behind. Can you guys please check up? Can you guys, for the love of God, check up? Through the tunnel turn. Really good there. We cut it down to 1.3. So much faster in the corners, but just don't have enough speed down the straights. And we can nail turn 3 again, just like we did last lap. I'm a little bit too high this time, but I'm going to get a good run off the corner if I don't get loose. That was decent. Not great, but decent. Back down to 1.2. 1.1. But it's going to... it's still 1.1. If they just don't get in that line, still 1.2. I didn't lose too much time. I have to get within 8 to 7 tenths. 1.3 entering turn 1. Okay. If I can make up the time here, this has to be a perfect lap. Perfect lap. Come on. Perfect lap. But they're in a line. That's the problem. They're going to get the draft, and now they're going to pull away from me down the straights. Oh, God, I'm loose. Oh, God. Almost wrecked it. Okay. All right. Let's regroup. We're about halfway through the race, lads. It's been a good race so far. I've done, this has been going well. We just got to hang on. I mean, I'm pretty sure there will be pit stops this race, so it's not over. We just have to hang on. And this is going to be the ultimate test right here, because this car is brutally loose now. But we have clean air, and we don't have anyone from behind, so I can run my own line. I just got to keep it within 2 seconds. Don't let them get outside of that 2-second range, and then hopefully during the stops we can do something. But this is going to get difficult. Do you know how teasing this is to be so close, but yet so far? I am 2 tenths away from getting the draft. 2 tenths. For the last 5 laps, we've been 2 tenths away from getting the draft. And we've never gotten the draft. And we just keep... Oh, God, this is an absolute tease. We've pulled away from everyone else. So it's just, can we catch this stupid front pack and their stupid cheating draft and getting extra straight line speed when we're so much faster in the corners? This is like when you start a new career on an old NASCAR console game and you have like no horsepower and they make you just like 5 tenths slower than everyone else down the straights. It's essentially what this is like. Come on, give me a good 3 and 4. Or not 4. It's only... Oh, they checked up. They checked up. Come on. Get this. Get the run off the corner. Get that. I literally cannot do any better in turn 3. I'm 9 tenths behind. I am 9 tenths behind. Give me a whiff. Just a sniff. Give me the... Sniff. Give me a sniff. Give me a sniff, please. So close, but yet so far. I'm getting closer, though. We're so close. Look, this is the closest I've ever been in turn 1. This is the closest I've ever been. Please don't wreck off the corner. No! Oh, God. I'm pushing so hard just to try to keep up. Oh, I think it's over, guys. I tried so hard for so long. Lap 26, 10 to go. I'm still pretty sure everyone's going to have to pit. But there's no way I'm catching that front pack on my own. I just don't have that straight line speed to get to them no matter what I do. And that's it. I've also killed the right front tire because I've been trying to drive this thing so hard and we're still trying to not spin out with the right rear tire. So it was a valiant effort. I'm still having fun. But now I don't... So this is where I don't know what's going to happen from this point on. This is uncharted territory. I'm pretty sure you can only go 30 to 32 laps on a tank of fuel at Pocono. So this is where I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to pit. I don't know if they're not going to pit. So now we kind of just wait and see. I've kind of given up. I've lost a little bit of focus just because my arm hurts. That's how hard I was trying. My right arm genuinely hurts right now. And so I'd rather just fall back to Alex Bowman and just, it'd be nice to actually get above 172 miles per hour down the straights.
Watch the light.
What?
Pit road is
Oh,
closed.
you gotta be
All right,
kidding.
Yellow flag.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 29 laps in and there's a caution? Why is there a caution? Why is there a caution? What brought that out? I was actually catching Chase Elliott. He fell back. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. This is where things are going to get screwed up. Now, the good news is we're all on the lead lap because the caution came out while everyone was on the same lap. I don't know what's going to happen here. We're going to stay out, obviously, because that's the right thing to do. Everyone has stayed out. It is lap 35 of 35. Oh, and the game gave me control in a terrible spot. Of course it did. And I can't control my car.
Got one right. All clear.
Do you know how heartbreaking that is to... And you're going to disqualify me. Or you're going to end the race. One of the two. That's it. Race is over. Okay. You finished 20. Okay. Hold on. Let me end the race weekend first, and then we'll talk about that finish. Do you know how frustrating that is to do 29 laps, and run a really, like, probably one of the best races I've ever run, try as hard as you can to catch the pack in front, but because you're half a second slower on the straights due to the overpowered slipstream, you can't catch them. Only for a caution to come out on lap 29, the caution came out. Again, there's no caution replays, so you don't know what happened. Nobody pits, and then somehow we get to lap 35 of 35. How that happened, I'm not entirely sure. How do you run 4 to 5 pace laps at Pocono? Not really sure how that worked. And then the game, so the thing that's really frustrating is that at the start of the race, you take control of your car at the start-finish line. But on the restarts, you don't really know when you take over. It's like sometime in between, whenever they decide to go. But every track's different, so you don't really know exactly where you take over. So you can't prepare for it, and then you're on 30-lap old tires. So when you take over control, the car shoots to the right, and then you can't get it back going because on 30-lap old tires, you simply, the car just wants to spin out down the straightaway, and you can't control your car. There really is nothing more frustrating, because the last 2 minutes of that race encapsulates this entire game. You have a solid core with good driving physics. It's obvious. It's there. You can see it. But then there are just certain things that are so frustrating that it's like a slap on the face to the player that really ticks people off. And that was really unfortunate. I knew as soon as that caution came out. I told you guys at the beginning of the video, and I said as soon as it came out, something bad's going to happen. Every time those cautions come out, I don't know what, I don't know how, but in one way or another, something bad will happen. And it did. So, unfortunately, my experiment did not go to plan. I wanted to see if they would pit, what would happen, yada, 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 but it didn't happen. So next up we go to Road America. That is Road America, right? I think so. And it is what it is. I really, really, really hope the next-gen cars in September, it's not just next-gen cars, but there are upgrades, patches, and improvements on what the AI do in longer races with green flag stops and stuff, and just some of the minor things, like how you get control of your car on a restart. Those minor things, they mean so much because they all add up to just utter frustration. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. It was fun for the first, 90%, but until then, the end is what it is. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.